Welcome back to Crypto Talk. Thank you so much for being here. In this video, we're going to discuss Ethereum price and why I think that the Ethereum price will double very soon, should we, of course, see a strong crypto bull run. Now, I want you to understand that I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm not telling you to invest in Ethereum, and I'm not telling you to invest in any crypto for that matter. You can make a lot of money in crypto if you choose to act. But I'm not a financial advisor, and me just sharing this info with you as a form of, well, I want to say education or opportunity, but we're just going to consider it as a form of entertainment, okay? So do with this what you want. I'm not telling you to do anything. And remember, if you do act on this, you're doing so at your own risk. If you make money, it's on you. If you lose money, it's also on you, okay? So with that being said, I will share my screen with you, and let's dive into the Ethereum chart. All right, let's go. Okay, we are over here on CoinMarketCap. This is a website where we have all sorts of crypto data, and I've got the Ethereum chart pulled up. On the one-day chart, Ethereum is down 0.16%. On the 7-day chart, we are down 2.62%. On the 1-month chart, Ethereum is 0.32 down in the red. On the 1-year chart, Ethereum is up 76%. And on the all chart, well, let's not even really consider the all chart because, this all chart originated from way back here. Ethereum, the first data that we have on Ethereum here is way back in 2016. So let's forget about the all chart and let's focus on the 1-year chart and also on this bull run that we saw here, okay? And we're gonna also focus then on kind of where it looks like we're going. So if we go back to the 1-year chart for Ethereum, in really the last month, 7 days, weeks, not a lot has changed for Ethereum. It's relatively been, in the same space, okay? So let's look at the 1-year chart. Let's focus on that because we saw the crypto markets turn more green during the months of October, November, December, and now into January at the time of me filming this video. Now, we have hit a little bit of rockiness at the time of me filming this video, or what I would like to call turbulence. We hit turbulence, we hit turbulence in the crypto market, and that's normal, okay? So what I want to share with you in this video here about Ethereum is why I think that the Ethereum price will double very soon. And in order for us to kind of go through that info, we are going to, like I said, focus on the 1 year and on the all chart here. So take a look at this right here for Ethereum. If we go way back to 2023, the beginning, we saw a nice little drive up in the first couple months, okay? This is obviously nothing crazy, but keep in mind, this is a bear market, okay? Now, we had a dip there, and then another up, and then a down, and then a dip, a decent spike up here. And this all happened literally within 4 months, and all within 4 months of a bear market. Now, let's look at the price difference here, okay? So this was literally right here, early 2023. This was like right here, the data showing up for, come on, where's the data? There we go. January 9, we're sitting at 1321, okay? 1321, and then April 16, we're sitting at 2120. That is a pretty healthy increase for Ethereum, and that is in a bear market. Now, before we go any further, also understand that Ethereum is not gonna give you more than probably a 2 or 3x, I don't think, for your money from this current price. Maybe a 4x at most. I think Ethereum might hit 10K in a strong crypto bull run. I think it will hit 10K, but I don't think that it's going to go anything past that. So if you think about this now, if you were to invest in Ethereum, let's just say you invest in Ethereum at a price of, we'll just say 2,500 per token. And right now it's obviously still decently under 2,500 per token at the time of me filming this video. But 2,500 per token, if you put $1,000 in and it reaches $10,000, you would essentially have $4,000, and essentially you would have made $3,000, of course, if you were to sell. Okay, so I don't think that Ethereum is going to give you crazy multipliers, but it is one of the safer cryptos that you can invest in. Ethereum, compared to most other altcoins, holds its value, fairly decently. And for the most part, it's so established that, if it does dip, it will return and rebound. Okay, so if you buy Ethereum now, I think you're getting a great deal. If you're someone who doesn't want to take higher risk investing in high risk altcoins, then Ethereum could be something that you could look at if you want to, double your money or triple it, and maybe at most, 4 or 5x it at most. Then that's something you would look at would be Ethereum. But again, I'm not telling you to do it. Okay, so back to the chart. 2023, first 4 months between start of January to mid-April, Ethereum saw a decent pump in a bear market. Then it kind of was trending down a bit, another little pump, and then the kind of bottom of the bear market here, September into mid-October. Now, this is bear market, and since October, essentially it's been on the climb. Let's look at the bottom of this here. We were sitting at 1539, and well, you can see right now we're sitting at 2241. So I personally think if you look at Ethereum right now, if you look at Ethereum on the year, it hasn't really pumped that much. You know, things like Solana, Avalanche, Chainlink, a lot of the other altcoins, some of the top altcoins under Ethereum have pumped a lot more than Ethereum. Now, granted, Ethereum needs a lot more money to move as opposed to, or when compared to these other altcoins. So keep that in mind as well. However, Ethereum is one of the more well-known cryptos. Essentially, people think, when they think of crypto, for the most part, they think of Bitcoin, and then Ethereum is the second one. So Ethereum will see money flow into it. It's only a matter of time before this token will explode. And I think that we could see Ethereum double. I think we could see Ethereum go to 4,000 or 5,000 relatively quickly. When I say relatively quickly, literally within a couple of months, possibly less. We could see it literally start to take off. Now, again, we would need to see a strong crypto bull market. At the time of me filming this video, we're seeing a little bit of rockiness, okay? And with the rockiness, you know, we got to kind of get through that period. It's possible that we're going to see the market pull back some more before it starts to swing to the upside. I, of course, don't know. I'm just, you know, making my own guesses at this. But what I would say is if you are someone who wants to get into Ethereum, even if the market slides a little, your investment wouldn't slide a crazy amount. If you wait, then you risk obviously losing out if Ethereum goes up. And the higher up it goes, the less money you would have in terms of your multiplication potential if you were to enter when it goes higher. So if you see where we're at right now, it's going through kind of some choppiness, up and down, up and down. Obviously, you can kind of see this. And this is where I think that once this stabilizes, again, will it pull back down to here? Here? I don't know. I mean, personally for myself, I hope it doesn't. I hope the market turns around and skyrockets. That's personally what I'm looking for. But I don't have control over the market. So, you know, for me, I'm looking at Ethereum now, and I think Ethereum is a great buy now because I think that if we scope out a little bit more longer term, Ethereum will go past its all-time high, and I think Ethereum will touch $10,000 per ETH token in a strong bull run, of course. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to invest. It's up to you. But let's quickly, to sum this off, look at where Ethereum is at right now compared to where it was in its all-time high here in 2021. You could see, we are going to go over here quick at a coin codex, and you'll see the all-time high for Ethereum right there. 48.67 was the all-time high. So we're still down over 54%. And this was November 10, 2021. So that was right here, the 2021, November 10, November 11. November 10, it hit its all-time high. And essentially right now, we're close to halfway there. So if you think about this, by buying Ethereum right now, at minimum, your investment goes back to here, at minimum, in a strong crypto bull run, okay? So you have to be patient and wait it out. Now again, Ethereum is not gonna give you, at least I don't think that Ethereum will give you crazy, crazy multiples on your investment. Unless for some reason, and a crazy insane amount of funds would flow into it. Like if Ethereum ETFs start, you know, getting approved, if that happens, again, these are all ifs, maybe Ethereum starts to see a lot more money flow in than it's ever had before. And at that point, it's possible that it will go past 10K. But I think even then, I just don't know. I mean, I think it's too much speculation. I think me saying that I think Ethereum is going to go to 10, I think that's a very healthy kind of break, you know, upwards break for Ethereum, because it's also, you know, when you think about other opportunities, there's a lot of other crypto opportunities that have essentially a lot more upside for people to, when, you know, to invest in, right? So why would somebody choose Ethereum over other cryptos other than it's fairly established and it's a little bit safer, a little bit less risky? You know, that's kind of how I look at it. So I think it's going to hit 10K. I do think it will. But it's also possible that I'm going to be wrong. I think at minimum, literally at minimum, I think you go back to its all-time high. And its all-time high, if you put 10,000 in today, you would be sitting with 20,000 or a little bit more than 20,000 on your investment, which is, you know, still a double, which is not, bad. Like, it's just when I think about other altcoins, Ethereum is not one that comes to mind that I'd be like, yeah, you know what, I would put all my money into Ethereum because, while you can double your money and then maybe triple it or quadruple it, with other altcoins, even though they're risky, you have so much more upside. But again, I wanted to focus this video on Ethereum, so let's try to keep it there. So with that said, I think you see Ethereum go to the peak. At minimum, you see it go back to here. So we're halfway there. 10,000 investment turns into 20. I think for sure you have a very good chance that you see it go to its peak, and then an additional, let's call it 2,500. Let's call it 2,500 here. We're just rounding up, okay? Let's say that you hit 5,000 easy. I think for sure in a strong bull market, you hit 5,000 easy with Ethereum. I think then, okay, another 2,500 from there, we're looking at 7,500. I think that is very doable for Ethereum. Now, that could be getting towards like, hey, maybe that's going to be all it's going to do. It's really going to depend on how far along we are in the market and at what point Ethereum would hit that. If Ethereum was to really take off, if we see explosive growth, like crazy growth, and it was to really take off and hit 7,500 relatively early on in the bull market, then I think 10,000 is easily possible. If it is kind of slow, like for example, Ethereum has been relatively slow, it hasn't really taken off yet. So if it continues to kind of just climb slowly, then if we hit 5,000, we say, okay, well, where are we in the market? Do we have any idea how far along we are in the market compared to how, previous cycles were, like in terms of how long were previous bull cycles, etc. If we compare it in that regard, and Ethereum is at 5,000 close towards the end of the bull run, which I think it'll be more, then you might want to consider selling. If we identify that it's at 7,500 and we think, hey, we're probably nearing the end of the bull run, you might want to sell off and not wait for 10. However, like I said, if it explodes relatively quickly and it hits 5,000 fairly quickly, and then maybe it runs up to 7,500 fairly quickly, if we're still fairly early on or midway or three-quarter-ish through the bull run, and again, we're just using information from prior bull runs, we truly don't know how long a bull run will be, and then we could use that to make our decision as to if we would want to stay in there till 10,000. Now, just to kind of cover the basis, do I own Ethereum? I own a little bit of Ethereum, but Ethereum is one of the smallest portions of my crypto investments that I hold. For the most part, all that I do with Ethereum is I use it to swap tokens inside different decentralized wallets. That's pretty much all that I use Ethereum for. And I also actually use Ethereum. Sometimes I use it similar to how you would use a stable coin. So Ethereum, even though it's not as stable as a stable coin, I sometimes trust it a little bit more than a stable coin. And so before I convert my cryptocurrency to fiat currency, I will sometimes hold it in Ether. And whenever I decide that I want to transition it to fiat, I will do that. But for the most part, I don't really hold Ethereum for the purpose of wanting to see 5, 10, 100x's, 50x's, 20, 30x's on my money. That's not how I view Ethereum. However, it can still be a great crypto investment, especially if you're a beginner and you want less risk with the opportunity to at least, like I said, double your money. And probably 2 or 3x is kind of what you can think of when you look at Ethereum. And I think all of that is very possible with Ethereum, and it's possible relatively quickly too. If you look at kind of how this chart is trending here, this chart is up, down, 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 and boom, it's trending to go up. So I think should we get through this rockiness, whenever we get through this kind of storm or turbulence that we're experiencing right now at the time of me filming this video, I think you see Ethereum drive strong to the upside, and I think you easily see it hit here, like I already said. I think you go quite a ways past that. And then, depending on where we are in the market, that would determine, if it's got a chance to get to 10K. I personally don't anticipate it to go very far past 10K. If it does, if I'm in Ethereum, if I'm holding Ethereum as an investment, when we start to hit that 7,500, 8, 9, 10, within that range, I'm certainly really thinking aggressively about selling at that point. Now, again, just depending on how far along the market is. If it really runs up to 7,500 relatively quickly, and we're what appears to be very early on in the bull market, I probably wouldn't have my finger on the sell button. But if we're like, okay, it's just slowly going, it's not really going rapidly, and we're slowly going, and it hits 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then 7, and maybe 8. And now I'm thinking, hey, we're probably pretty far along in this bull market. And again, I'm just thinking forward if this was to play out. at that point, I'd have my finger on the sell button and I will probably press it. So that's personally for myself. Again, not saying you should do any of this, not saying you should listen to anything that I have to say. It's totally you and your choice, and you're responsible and accountable. It's all on you. Hey, your life, you have to take control of it, and it's that simple. So if you want to be incredibly wealthy, you have to take control. You have to take action. You have to be willing to take risk. This crypto stuff is risky. I'm not saying that like, hey, you just put money in and boom, you make money. But what I do think with crypto, it's very important for me to say that even though it's risky, if you identify a great time to get in, and while you can never fully control the market or fully know what the market is going to do, we're simply using history as a reference to determine, hey, when is the market lining up for a strong cycle? And when we identify that it's lining up for a strong cycle, we buy tokens that are relatively low, that have a lot of upside, a lot of potential. And when this upside and this potential occurs, when this gets fulfilled, and we press the sell button, and we multiply our wealth, whatever we have put into that. It's that simple. Now, you have to wait it out. You have to ride out waves. But at the end of the day, you have to take action. Without taking action, you already know what you're going to get. If you're not investing or not doing anything about the things you want to do in your life, you know that nothing is going to change. So you have to take action. And I'm not telling you to take action. I'm not telling you to invest in anything. I'm not telling you to do any of this stuff. I'm simply sharing with you what I think is opportunity, and then what you do with it is on you, okay? So with that being said, if you do want to buy and sell cryptos, hundreds of thousands of them, you can use a trusted exchange called MEXC, completely free via the first link in the video description below. If you use MEXC, you can fund a spot account and buy and sell, like I said, hundreds of thousands of cryptos without them charging you a fee to buy and sell. Most other platforms will charge you ridiculous fees to buy and sell every time you buy and sell a crypto. So with MEXC, the beautiful thing is they don't charge you any fees inside your spot account. Now, you can also get access to a cold storage wallet via the second link in the description. This is known by many people as one of the safest ways to store your crypto. Essentially, when you have this cold storage wallet, you can buy cryptos that are supported by this wallet, and you can store them offline. And then whenever you want to sell them, you can go ahead and do so as well. So second link in the description gets you access to that cold wallet, and the first link gets you access to MEXC. With that being said, I appreciate you for tuning in. Thanks so much. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave any thoughts or questions you have in the comments for me below. If you have other coins that you want me to cover, let me know what they are in the comments, and I will do my best to cover them in upcoming videos. And with that being said, keep in mind that I'm just sharing what I think will happen. I could be completely wrong. I could be right. We're all just trying to identify what we think and projecting those things outwards. So that's all that I'm doing. I'm not saying that I'm going to be correct, and I'm not saying that I'm going to be incorrect. So do with this what you want. Hey, finally, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you do not miss future Crypto Talk videos coming your way very, very soon. I appreciate you for watching. Have a blessed rest of your day, and let's go get this money. Let's go.